Okay, time to set up the line. Let's see. We can do. Good morning, Mr. Friend. How are you? How's it going? Hey, how's your family? How's your son and maybe? I am just trying to set up a TikTok live. Let's see. Let's see. I keep switching stuff around. Okay, I'm here. Happy Wednesday, guys. It's Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. How's your day been so far, Mr. Friend? Sincere, thank you for the roses. I appreciate you. Hakeem, how are you? Top Boy, how's it going? Waldo, welcome in. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you. Brent, how you doing, sir? Good morning. How's everybody doing? Number one builder, how's it going? Thank you, Brent, for the heart me. How you doing today, Brent? How's it going? Thank you for liking the live, sir. I'm always happy to see your face, Brent. Let's see. Is the chat messing up? Oh. Sorry, guys. The chat wasn't moving for whatever reason. How y'all doing? Grand rising to you, Stony. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm eating some blueberries. They kind of some large blueberries. Where did I get these blueberries from? They're from Peru, but where did I buy them from? Maybe ATB. I'll wipe side to side. How you doing? Elias, how are you? I'm like, it's quiet over there. But the chat wasn't moving. I'm sorry. Thank you, Top Boy, for the compliment. I'm sorry, y'all. I wasn't ignoring you. Thank you, Mr. Friend. John, welcome in. I'm doing well. Wow, I wonder why YouTube does that. How y'all feeling today? I'm like, ain't nobody saying anything. It's quiet. You all right? Good morning to you. You want blueberry?
Yeah, I like them.
Y'all say hi to Yo-Yo. She whooped us in Uno last night.
I was so good at Uno.
It keeps freezing? Really? Is it freezing for everybody? My friend, Mr. Friend, said hi.
Hi.
She said hi. It's freezing. Yesterday I was having, towards the end of the live, I had issues with the Wi-Fi. How are you doing, Liz? Joe, how's it going? has?
Yeah.
Yo-Yo said the Wi-Fi been bad. I don't know. Yesterday on my TikTok spinning, and it was time for me to get off anyway. What? Why are you laughing? It freezed for a second. I'm so sorry. What do you think? Okay, it's up to you. Yeah, I gotta wash your hair though. That's too early, cause I'm gonna be working. What about 1? Caitlin, how's it going? Mr. Eric, how are you? Cora, how are you? Welcome in. What am I up to today? I don't have anything planned. Whatever presents it. How you doing, Abel? Welcome in. Mild jog? Oh no, not in this heat. Thank you for the rose. Not in this heat. I don't have to homeschool my daughter, but I do. I do homeschool her. Good morning, Gerald. Welcome in. How are you? Deshaun, how's it going? Yo-Yo skateboard. She was out here yesterday skateboarding. Speed test. ISP demand lower rate when compared to speed. Problems because I'm in country. I had to get Starlink. Yeah, so Stony, when I'm at home, I'm in my tiny house. I got Starlink. So I was live streaming for over a year and I didn't have Starlink. And it was, some days it was hard, but I eventually got Starlink. But I'm away from home right now. Yeah, Starlink is 24 hours a day. Whenever you want to use it. Dan, welcome in. You doing good? It's 94 degrees in Roswell. But if you're off grid, is the school far? It is far. It is far, but not like I am off grid and I am in a very rural area, but I'm not super remote to where it wouldn't take me like an hour to get to a school. It might take me a little bit of time, but I'm sure if I wanted her to be in one, I'd have to drive a little bit to get to one, but she could. But she's never gone to school. Your kids are homeschooled too? I didn't know you had children, Stoney. Yeah, she's in 7th grade now. She's never been to school at all. How you doing, Physically Bro? Good morning to you. How you feeling today? I asked if she wanted to go to school. So you want to go to school? For a while she thought about it, and then she was like, nah. Off the grid, about 100 miles out of town. That's cool. You'll be able to get good prices on land for being so far out. That's a good distance. EJB, welcome in. Homeschool is better. Give her a better education. Papa Trife, how are you? How have you been? Papa Daddy, welcome in. Good day to you. I have a wife and kids, but they're camera shy, so it's okay. At least 95%, so that's a blessing. I'm about 99% today. Not Beyonce, Tabby. Welcome in. How's it going? How you doing today? I'm good, Papa Drive. I was eating some blueberries, but they're all gone now. Berry flavorful. Enjoy berry. Yeah, I'm about 99%. I started taking magnesium with zinc and D3, vitamin D, I think. And I feel like it's only been a few days, but I feel like my energy levels are better. It's like very subtle, but I feel it. Yeah, 65%. I never had a blueberry, but I've had blueberry cake. You never had blueberry before? Papa Blue. They're great. You can even frozen ones. I like wild blueberries. I make wild blueberry soda. But do you ever run into any people just walking up? No. No. Nobody that's not supposed to be there. No. But if they want to walk up and be up to no good, I got something for them. I got something for them now. Magnesium is one of highly recommended metals being pushed by physicians. I haven't made pine needle soda. I want to, but I'm not around any pine trees. You too fine to be sitting there lonely. Mess with me, I give you the lifestyle you deserve, the lifestyle you see in movies. I don't want that lifestyle, Frank. I could give myself that lifestyle, but I don't want it. I know you're new here, but that's not the lifestyle I want. And if I wanted it, I would give it to myself, not wait for someone else to give it to me. Blackberries? Oh, that's cool. Man. DP, how's it going? Wild blackberries sometimes. So we get grapes. I believe they're muscadine grapes. And then we have wild plums and mulberries. But that's about it. Gooseberries. I don't know if I've ever tried a gooseberry before. How does it taste? Brisbane, how are you? RSX 162, welcome in. How's your day going? I hope you're having a dirty day. Gooseberry. I know gooseberries from Snow White. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I'm from Texas. I'm in America. You know, she tells them to wash up, and she says that she made gooseberry pie. And they're like, gooseberry pie? Mushroom, and I'm thinking about trying to go ahead and try it, Paul. You won't regret it. Go ahead. Just make sure it is chicken of the woods. Make sure you have identified it correctly. And then fry it up. Season it, fry it up, and eat it. It's good. I've tried it before. Rhubarb, I don't think I have. I know what it is, but I don't think I've ever tried it. Tangy, crumble sometimes. Oh, I've seen people make like tarts and stuff, but I haven't. I don't think I've ever tasted it. One time when I was me and the girls, we were hiking on Smoky Mountains. We came across chicken of the woods. And I got me a little bit, and I took it back to where we were staying, and I washed it, and I sliced it kind of like long ways, like long strips. I seasoned it and I fried it, and it was good. Me and Yo-Yo ate it. Yeah, chicken of the woods is a mushroom. Thank you, 502 Jordan. Welcome in. Gooseberry looks like little green melons. Yeah, I know what they look like. I just never tried them. Like certain berries are just not readily available over here. Like we don't have gooseberry, we don't have currants. I think in UK you guys have currants. Is that the big white thing? No. So chicken of the woods, it has like it's kind of orange, like burnt orange. I don't know if it's burnt orange. It's a variant like an orange color. Boston, Massachusetts, welcome in. Blessings to you, DP. I hope you have a lovely day. Let's see. I'll look up chicken of the woods. Currants, like currants. Like there's black currants. Um, I don't know. It's not a. I don't. I've never seen currants sold over here. Black currant. Yeah. Or dark purple ball. Yeah, they also have some that are light in color, some that are kind of a pink color. I am from Texas in America. Black currants were fairly banned in the United States and only because the bushes act as an alternate host for Wi-Fi. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, this is chicken of the woods. You can't really see it. When I'm outside, I can't really show you guys stuff because D Nice, welcome in. I rolled a large white oak log without bark, and a few weeks later, oh, there it was on top. Yeah, a lot of those mushrooms they grow on like decaying logs and stuff, wood. The one I found, it was on like a tree that had fallen, but they tasted good. I'm a big fan of mushrooms. I grow mushrooms at times, like oyster mushrooms. You can buy the kits online. And what else? I like lion's mane. Lion's mane is good. It's good for your brain. I like all kinds of mushrooms. Yeah, puffball is the big white one. We have puffball mushrooms that go in the woods around my house. I collect those sometimes. Like after a good rain, give it a few days, and then I go looking for them. Puffball. We have reishi mushrooms that grow on around the property. I think we have turkey tail, but I don't really mess with the mushrooms unless I'm 100% sure. Like that's a trip. So there's a funny saying: all mushrooms are edible. Some only once. We don't have morals. I don't think I've ever seen them. Thank you, Smoking Dragon. I hope you have a lovely day too. So with the mushrooms, you have to be extremely careful because there are plenty of lookalikes, and that may be a little trip you may not come back from. So you gotta be careful. I'm much more confident with my plant identification skills more so than I am with uh, my mycology information. Thank you, Brand, for the kitty pillow. This morning I woke up to go check on the little kitty, and I didn't see her on the bed. I didn't see her underneath the bed. I was like, Yaya, where is she? Yaya has this little, it's like a little den. I don't know. It looks like a little strawberry. It's a little house or whatever, and she was chilling inside there. Good morning to you, Desmond. Thank you, Brand, for the kitty pillow. Chicken of the wood. Yeah, you gotta be careful with the mushrooms. Chicken of the woods and eggplant pair good to make. Scapellini chicken and eggplant parmesan. Made it a few times. That sounds good. Tetra, how are you? Who murdered her in-laws with mushrooms? I wouldn't what kind of Ruby? How you doing, Tetra? Yeah, you be careful with the mushrooms. My drink that I usually drink when I'm at home, the mud water, is full of mushrooms. Lion's mane, cordyceps, reishi. I was taking was a cordyceps tincture for a while. For like during COVID, I was taking it to boost my immune system. Um, what else? Yeah, one of the tinctures that I would take to help sleep, like at times I would have issues not falling asleep, but I'm a very light sleeper, so I wake up with the slightest little sound. And one of them had skull cap. That's the mushroom in there. Skull cap in there. Lion's mane in my supplements. Kill krill oil and Alaskan fish are really good. Oh, I've heard about the krill oil. Health is wealth. Yes, it is. Is serving a life sentence for after killing 3 of her relatives and trying to kill another by serving them a beef Wellington containing death cap mushroom. Oh, 2023. Whoa. You could do a kids board game identifying plants. Tabby Land, yeah. Man. Come to England. One of these days I'm gonna make my way over there. Tabby Land gonna be international. Man, thank you, Desmond, for sharing the life. How you feeling today, Desmond? Sanap, welcome in. How are you? Yeah. Me and my daughter were talking about this the other day. And, back in the day, because I came across an article about the Salem witch trials, and I was reading up just the history and the truth behind it. And I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with the story, if you know more about it, but supposedly it wasn't about them actually being witches. Supposedly it was about land. And if you accuse somebody of being a witch, then they really had no way to kind of defend themselves. But I don't know. And my daughter brought up, she's like, Mama, a lot of them women back then, they were serving deadly soups, and I was like, yeah, they were poisoning. That was one way out for them. They were to get out of their situation. Throw a little poison in there. That's not funny, but let's see. Skyrim brewing right there. I'm familiar with bits of it. Dominique, welcome in. Good morning to you. A lot of England. Tetra. Especially in their spaghetti. One up, thank you for the follow. How are you? I'm good, Desmond. I'm doing very, very good. Thank you for asking. Lester, welcome in. You don't see me? What do you mean? What is your name? One up. Satori, welcome in. Satori, just keen, how's it going? Witch trials, they dunk you in water, and if you survive, you were a witch and they burned you, and if you die, you're innocent. That's horrible. I mean, either way, what would even matter if you were innocent or not, because you're gonna die either way. Like, either you drown or they burn you. One up, I didn't know who you were. I wouldn't manage, just a way to show, yeah. No. We were talking about Salem witch trials and just all that. Don't run a man. I've only been on TikTok for a little over a year. Yeah, I don't know. It's something I have been like I said, I came across a video on YouTube and they were talking about it and they were like, yeah, the Salem witch trials had nothing to do with them, the women being accused being actual witches. It was about land. You could accuse someone of being a witch if they had land and stuff like that. If they're accused, you could take their land. Edward, how's it going? Evil times, the way they would execute people with slow torture. They had one method where they would tie you over bamboo. Oh, that's horrible. Donald said false accusation. Yeah, some history can be very, very gruesome to read. I mean, it was gruesome, like just inhumane things, horrible things. I am in Texas. I'm in Texas. Messi, welcome in. Yeah, because you know how fast bamboo grows. Or Fiji Islands, welcome in. How are you? Messi, thank you for the love. Yeah, bamboo grows fast. It's funny because I think the first few years or first, I don't know, however many years, when you plant bamboo, you see no growth. And then finally when it emerges out of the ground, it grows so rapidly. You can hear it growing. That's crazy. Cancel culture we have in today's society. I was taking was it bamboo silica for a little while. It's good for your nails and skin and stuff like that. But torture, yeah. Here for laughs. Welcome in. What's going on, Desmond? Aloe is good. You gotta drain the latex out of that aloe. Aloe has natural latex in it. And then cut it out. The plant. And G Crew, welcome in. But yeah, I don't know. Gerald, welcome back in. I like learning about history, but like the truth about history, not just what is being pushed towards to us as history, but what really happened. You kind of you need to dig a little bit to get the truth. A lot of the times, not sometimes, but a lot of the times. Cross-reference, question. I saw a tarantula that kept a pet frog to guard its young. Really? Wow. Izark, how are you? Get aloe vera juice from... I drink aloe vera juice sometimes. It's been a while, but not by itself, with something else, because it is very bitter. But if you have stomach issues, it's good for your stomach. JP, welcome in. Yeti said, everybody check your Bibles to see if Matthew 17:21 is missing. That species of spider does that, not just one. Oh. Tony, welcome in. I be on here every day. How you been? Dream Girl, welcome in. I'm here every day. How are you doing? Julio, welcome in. Today we have an extreme heat warning. Right now it is currently 92 degrees at 10:28 in the morning. We will have a high of 104. 104. Let's see. Man, ooh, jeez. Them numbers next week. Saturday 109, Sunday 109, Monday 109, Tuesday 109, Wednesday 109. Gosh, that's unbearable. I'm good. Why you don't be in sit? I'm here. I show up every day, twice a day. I'm here every day. I have some land with oak trees that are 200 years and much more. I found some bird walk. Wow. Oak trees that are 200 years. Yeah. But that's not even it's going to be 109 next week. Almost every day it'll be 109. Oh, that is so dreadful. Blood? What are you talking about? I'm a Christ follower. I'm not. Yeah, it does. It feels like hell too. Johnny Stash, welcome in. Man, I must say we do have some weirdos that come in and comment on the live. We got some very sane and real people, and then we got some weirdos that come in at times. Tabby is not gang affiliated. Yes. Why did they do that? They do that pretty often. People still do that? That's insane. You an adult and you still asking somebody what they claim? This is 2026. That is crazy. Man. Okay. Let's see if there's some good articles for today. Tabby Bang for Tabby Land. That's so funny. Okay. Oh. ABC News says the vaccine exemption rate for kindergartners reaches a record high. Let's see. I don't know what happened with my little page, but I'm getting all other, not my usual science articles. Man, BTS was here. Well, they were local some days ago, and I missed. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. I missed the concert. I'm so sad. I'm so sad I missed BTS concert. That was my chance, Brent. That was my chance to see BTS perform live, and I missed it. The simple don't progress. I'm just put the. Oh, Physics Bro said, I just put the second episode of the Tabby Land Throne Room on YouTube. I want to see it. Zach, how's it going? I missed it, Brent. Oh, how are you? Thank you, Running Warrior. No, I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm not Puerto Rican. Let's see. You put it on YouTube. I struggle finding people when when I get off the live. Let's see. Baby Bubba. Thank you, JJ.
I have heard and felt your grief concerning the creatures whom you love. It was your love for them which brings them back to you.
Aw, that's nice. Gemini said to only eat the last outward inches of the chicken of the woods. Okay. Okay, well, thank you for the follow, dear her cats. It was on the video. So if you guys want to check out the Tabbyland episode 2, you can go to Physics Bro profile. The Queendom of Tabbyland. Cyber says you move towards a tree. When I harvested it, I only took like a good bit, and I believe it had to be part of the outer portion. Calypso, welcome in.
For some, less is more.
You can't see it because I'm outside. That can't be DT right there, because is that man too old. DT a little bit younger. It looks like some kind of sea creature.
I have heard and felt your grief concerning the creatures whom you love. It was your love for them which brings them back to you.
Look how happy I am. I like it. I like it. I like it. Topher Chase, how's it going? I can't show it because I'm outside. You won't be able to see it on my phone. Oh, it's from a video. So the ambassador of Tabbyland, Physics Bro, he has created a couple of videos for Tabbyland, and I titled them like episodes, Tabbyland, the Queendom of Tabbyland, and he posted the new one on YouTube, so I was looking at it, and the meow is coming from the video. I'm doing good. I'm doing very, very good. DP, welcome in. Welcome back in. Yeah, you can go to, you can see the first one episode on my, you can go to my account, and I have Physics Bro, he created it, he's tagged in there, so you can go to his profile and see it too. and he's on YouTube. He posted the second episode on YouTube. Man, this Yeti keep my drinks hot. It's been about an hour since I made this coffee, and it's still very, very, very hot. Dot Focus, how you been? We haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Yeah, it's good. It is very, very good. It's a Yeti. A Yeti. Carl, how's it going? So, you know how I usually use the mugs here? Like, we have white mugs, or when I'm at home, I don't know what it's made out of, but it's like the old style camping mugs. They don't keep my drinks hot for very long. Like, after maybe 15 minutes, my drink is kind of like cold. But this is a lot better. It's much better. Yeah, it's been like almost an hour since I made the enamel mug. They don't keep your drinks warm at all. Um, I don't think they're made for hot drinks. The enamel mugs aren't made to keep drinks. They're not made for warm drinks. So this Yeti helps me out. It just drink it really fast. When I drink coffee, I can't drink it all at once. Like, I sip on it. So this suits me well. Thank you, child of God. Have a day filled with peace, love, joy. Thank you. God bless you. What am I working on today? Randy never presents itself. I don't have anything planned today. Oh, I do need to go run an errand. I'm just reminded of that. I do need to go for Yaya, but not a whole lot. Not a whole lot planned. I like it now. Reminds me of old school sailors. Coffee cold sometimes. I'm not a big fan of cold coffee. It's okay, but I like hot drinks. The Night Rider, how you doing? Welcome in. The Night Rider. So when I saw you were following me, I was scrolling, and I thought you were my nephew, because my nephew wears a cowboy hat, black cowboy hat, and your picture looked from afar. It looked very similar, and he has had people make fake accounts, and so I clicked on it thinking, I'm like, has somebody done this again? And I saw that you're actually a real person, and yeah, so I like your account. I was looking at, I don't know where you're located, but it seems like you're into country living. I saw the animals and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. From Australia. Wow, really? Wow. My son loves iced coffee. Physics Bro said, I'm Physics Bro on YouTube. Hop good, but circulation go through faster. What part of Australia are you from? I'll welcome in. I would have never thought you were from Australia. Oh. Brand, welcome back in. Talk account, but have a new number. You don't remember the password, Paul? Johnny, I'm doing well. How are you? How you feeling today? How's it going? Swipe too fast. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay. Western Australia. So when I got off the live, last night. Uh, I didn't think Yo-Yo was paying attention because she was in the kitchen for a good part of that last game with Prez. She looked at me. She said, "Mama, why you do that?" I said, "Why I do what?" She just looked at me and she walked away. And I just kind of sat there for a little bit. I didn't know what to say. What am I gonna say to Yo-Yo? You know? I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Johnny. John. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's nothing you can do about it, Paul. Black Korea, welcome in. A lot going on in my mind. I always have a lot going on. How is the connection, guys? Is it working okay? Oh, I'm not stressing. I'm not stressing. I'm chilling. Tabby chilling. At time at the moment, Linda under is 11. Oh, it is 10:43 a.m. where I am. Facebook account. Oh, stuff. I'm so sorry. It's a slight breeze every now and then. Man, Paul, that sucks. I used to have I'm not on Facebook, but I used to be. And I wanted to log into my old Facebook account to retrieve some pictures. I can't do it because that email account, I don't have it anymore. It was an old email account that was tied to my business, and I can't remember what it is, and I don't have the email anymore, so I can't reset the password. I'm so sorry. We'll be heading to bed soon. I hope you have a good night's rest. I appreciate you stopping by. Snapchat? No, I'm not on Snapchat. Eddie, welcome in. Andrew, how's it going? How's the weather? It's hot. It's going to be dreadfully hot today. Very, very hot. 10. It's going to be a high 104 today. 98 in Miami. Wow. Signed up TikTok. I had a new number. Days later, young lady paid me to send her code to log in. Oh. Jay Dizzle, welcome in. God bless you. Thank you, Night Rider. TJ, how's it going? Outfit looks comfy. It is comfortable. What movie will I watch? Oh, we watched it on Monday. It's Monday movie night. We watched The Last House. We watched The Last House. Thank you, TJ. Same to you. I hope your day is going good. Albert, welcome in. Man, I need Yo-Yo to come back out here. I need to tell her something. It's sci-fi. It's sci-fi. Thank you for the compliment, King Kong. 7065. Thank you, TJ, for the heart me. It was a good movie. It was some parts I didn't like it, but it was a decent movie. Stardust? Okay. Sci-fi is nice. Do a Betty Joe Wood yell out her name? No, I don't want to be loud. I don't want to be loud. Hold on, guys. I will be right back. Give me a moment. Well, I'm back. I'm back. I got me some Biscoff because Yo-Yo had some in her room. Thank you for the compliment. Let's see if I can take off this lid. Thank you for the compliment. My dress. Oh man, this still. Well, thank you for the compliment. I should have known. Yo-Yo gave me these old stale cookies. I'm glad I only took 2. Stale Biscoff. The wasp is flying over here by me. Ah. Jay, how's it going? You need to lose weight? Oh, maybe just a couple? Just a couple? No dessert? Chico, Mrs. Jones. Who is Mrs. Jones? Who Mrs. Jones is? Mind the tube. My Yaya, she gained a little bit of weight. She gained some weight. I'm so happy. Yesterday I had her step on the scale. My baby gained a little bit of weight. I'm so happy. She was happy too. Fusion, welcome in. From Poland, Jarek, I remember you. How are you doing today? How's it going? That's your last name? I got you. Cool, Modi, welcome in. Me and Mrs. Jones. Well, I don't want to say underweight. For America, she would be considered underweight. I'm drinking coffee. Had to join the club. I appreciate you. For, I think, American standards, she would be considered underweight. But for American standards, I'm considered underweight. I'm supposed to be For my height, they say that I'm supposed to be like 130, at least 135. I'm not no 135. I'm not nowhere close to 135. Um, but I'm slim. I've always been thin, and that's just her. Uh, that's just her other side of the family thin, so she gonna be thin. I tell her not to worry about it. As she gets older, she will gain weight. Now Yo-Yo weighs almost the same as I do. Yo-Yo is 95 pounds. So Yaya weighs more than Yaya. Yo-Yo weighs more than Yaya. I'm 5'6". Michelle, how you doing? Welcome in. Cowgirl hat. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo weighs more than what I weigh to her age. Less stress on the heart. Some people, they're just it's it's in their genes to be super thin. She eats she eats a lot of fatness stuff too. I don't want it still.
Oh,
Come here. What he say?
he said okay.
Okay. Well, when I get off, I will hope you get ready.
Okay.
Can you clean? Those big bodybuilders die from heart issues, and there's more chance of diabetes when you're bigger. Man, we got some trolls on here today. I'm doing good, John. I'm doing very good. How are you? Dot dot dot. How you been? What you been up to? Dot dot dot. Hammer time. Good morning to you, man. Brent, I'm so sorry. You on here by yourself, having to meet all these people. Emmanuel, welcome in. Had summer vacation. How was it? Did you go on holiday? I'm doing well. Yeah. Where they come from? Out from their dungeon. Their little hole in the ground. Their little hole on the ground. You stayed around the house? Oh, but you enjoyed it. You got your rest. They grow up like weeds. Man, I realize just how miserable some people are. I interact with them daily on the live. Some people, I don't know. I don't really understand it. How sad of a person you must be. You just like scrolling and like you stop and it's like, let me mess with somebody. Let me mess with this person. It's sad. Yesterday was hot. I'm good. I'm good. Dot dot dot. Like whack-a-mole. Yeah, I don't. I watch other people's lives too, and I scroll. I may see something I don't like or something that I'm like, what are they doing? But I just keep scrolling. Like, why you feel the need to stop and be a certain type of way? I don't know. And it's all the thing. The thing that is kind of, I won't say it's shocking, but the thing that's kind of like sad is that it's always men messing with me. I don't. I think once or twice I've got a woman say something, but it wasn't even that bad, you know? It's like, oh, you think you're trying to be funny. But it's always men. It's always men. Anytime I get like something in my inbox that is just like, that's not okay, that's not cool, it's men, it's never women. It's always men. 99% of the time it's men. It's like, whoa, I'm not super strong. It really be anyone behind the pic. Now, a lot of the times, I understand there's, some people, but a lot of the ones that say the most vile things, uh, they be having the actual pic up there. And it's like, really, dude? Aren't being taught how to be gentlemen? I'm not saying that there ain't no nasty women out there that aren't mean and bullies and do say horrible stuff too, but they don't mess with me. It's always in my case, in my situation, I always get messed with the men, and it's like, I'm not messing with nobody. I'm not being rude. I'm not being ugly. Why you want to mess with me? How did the games go yesterday? Um, my daughter, she played 2 Uno games with us, with me and Brent. She beat us. She played with Brent. She won on us, but that's no excuse to be hard on others. I don't know. Laz, you changed your picture. How you doing? UDUJ. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know. I think I've learned quite a bit about just people from coming on live. People in Texas, so they I know them in real life. Yeah, you changed your picture. I see it. Good morning to you, J Styles. Welcome in. Yeah. I think about, I'm like, this is a real person though. And you can kind of tell the difference between if it's a bot and like a real person. And it's like, you go out in public and you're around people, I'm sure you got a family and you saying all this stuff. I also like, so I'm on Instagram a lot because I've been on Instagram much longer. Tasha, welcome in. Dreams never die. Welcome in. How you feeling today? So I've been on Instagram much longer, and my algorithm is more suited to the stuff that I enjoy. Um, and I come across videos, and it could just be a woman. I follow a lot of like other women that like homestead and just do certain things, and it could be just the most nice. It could be a very simple like video of her just wearing a dress and picking flowers and just sharing a snippet of her world, and the men would say the most, I don't even know how to put it, but they would say the craziest things, and it's like, what is wrong with you? That woman is picking flowers. She fully covered, not saying anything offensive, and then here you guys come in the comments. It's like, ooh. And then I go to their profile to see who they are, and they got like God first, or I love my wife, or, and it's like, I want to know what else you've been commenting on that your wife don't know about. What else you been saying? What else you been saying? Or I've seen sometimes they say some of the most hateful things and against certain groups, and it's like, I want to know if your wife knows that. They got a pic of their wife in the profile, but it's like, I wonder if she ever comes across your comments online. Yeah, it's scary. A little bit scary. I have daughters, and I'm like, this is a world they gotta navigate. Choose healthy love with dopamine, hate is cortisol. That's called ignorance. I don't gotta read the comments. My mod reading the comments. Yeah, I tried to. Reverend, welcome in. How are you? Scobie, welcome back in. But I can only protect him to a certain degree. That's why it's important to have open communication between the two when you're married. I think some people, they hide who they are. I think some people hide who they are. Tasha, thank you for the roses. Some people hide who they are. Mm-hmm. It's okay, it's okay. I'm just talking about it. Let's read some science articles. Science time with Tabby. Let's see what's in. All right. This one is from Science Daily. It says the Atlantic Ocean can handle more warming than expected with one big catch. This one came out August 14th. The fate of a crucial Atlantic Ocean circulation may depend not just on how hot the planet gets, but how quickly it gets there. So, the Atlantic's massive ocean circulation may not have a fixed temperature breaking point. How fast the planet warms could determine whether it survives or collapses. For years, climate scientists have warned that the Atlantic. With the Wi-Fi. Let's see. Y'all still there? And are we back? It's okay now? Yeah, my man, somebody Wi-Fi say Hood Red Trap House. Oh my gosh. The Wi-Fi. So for my phone for YouTube is using my data, but yeah, on I may have to end the TikTok live early. I don't know what's going on with it. Why yesterday it did that too. Yo-Yo said that the Wi-Fi hasn't been good. It happened about the same time yesterday. Around about the same time. Dressing up for Halloween? No. Let's see if I can toggle it off. When you go on someone's live and you ask for 360, do they really get up and spin for you? I'm just wondering, because I'm definitely not doing it. But I'm just wondering. He's trying to connect, but I don't know what's going on with it. There we go. I think we're back. Maybe. I don't know. Best response. Sorry, you guys. Why does it do that? I can't read my article. I need the Wi-Fi. Well, I can finish reading this one. Well, thank you, 13. I appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna keep reading my article. Perioded here and there. It might end after a while. He's trying to connect, but something is going on. Okay, let's see. Oh, it ended. It ended the live. It ended. TikTok ended the live. It's okay. It ended the live. It's all right. Okay. All right. It'll just be YouTube. It ended the live for me. Yeah, so my phone that I'm using for YouTube is my personal phone. So if the Wi-Fi fails, it'll use my data. But my other phones, they're just I use them on. I'm only able to use them on Wi-Fi. So the Wi-Fi messes up, then okay. I'll finish the article. Okay. For years, climate scientists have warned that the Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation (AMOC) could eventually shut down if global temperatures rise too far. New findings from research at Utrecht University suggest that temperatures alone do not determine the fate of this major ocean circulation system. The speed at which the planet warms also appears to play a crucial role in whether the AMOC remains stable. The study was published in the scientific journal Nature Climate Change. The Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation, or AMOC, is a vast network of ocean currents that carries warm water northward from the tropics. By moving heat around the planet, it strongly influences the global climate and helps maintain the relatively mild conditions found in West Europe. Scientists have long viewed that the Atlantic's heat engine as a system that could cross a tipping point. If that happened, the AMOC could transition from its current strong circulation to a much weaker state within decades. Possible triggers including growing amounts of meltwater entering the ocean from polar regions, as well as global warming itself. How you doing, Hanif? Researchers previously estimated that the AMOC could reach a tipping point and collapse at around +4 Celsius of global warming. Scientists at the Institute of Marine and Atmospheric Research, Utrecht, now say that the temperature threshold does not tell the whole story. Our research showed that there is not necessarily a fixed temperature beyond which the AMOC inevitably collapses. The stability of the circulation depends on how fast the climate is changing. These findings indicate that two worlds reaching the same eventual temperature could experience very different outcomes for the AMOC depending on how quickly the warming occurred. I'm doing good, honey. How was your day? To test the importance of warming speed, Western and his colleagues ran two versions of a climate model. In both simulations, atmospheric CO2 increased gradually, but the rate of that increase differed substantially. In one simulation, CO2 concentrations increased slowly. In the second, they climbed much more rapidly, which is comparable to today's rate. The contrast produced dramatically different results. When warming occurred slowly, the AMOC remained stable well beyond plus 4 Celsius and did not collapse even after warming reached plus 5 Celsius. Under the faster warming scenario, however, the AMOC collapsed at around plus 2 Celsius. We deliberately looked at a scenario that is much lower than what we are experiencing today, explains co-author Rick Warner. That allowed us to isolate the effect of the warming rate alone, independent of how warm it eventually gets. The researchers say the difference comes down to the ocean's ability to respond to changing conditions. Under slow warming, the entire ocean, from the surface down to its deepest layers, has time to gradually reorganize and adapt to changing conditions. Under faster warming, the ocean simply can't keep up. Slow climate change gives the ocean more time to adjust throughout its full depth. When temperatures rise more rapidly, those adjustments cannot happen quickly enough, leaving the circulation more vulnerable to instability. According to the researchers, the critical warming rate is around zero point 0.3 per decade. Zero point 0.3 Celsius per decade. The world is already approaching that pace. It has been the water out in Maryland been warm the past few years. Van Western compares the situation to driving a car. If you're driving toward a wall, to do that you need to brake, otherwise you'll fly off the road. When it comes to global warming, the world is still pressing extra hard on the accelerator right now. The analogy highlights an important distinction. Avoiding dangerous climate changes may depend not only on limiting how warm the planet eventually becomes, but also on slowing how quickly it gets there. The same research group has investigated AMOC stability from several different perspectives in recent years. In 2024, the researchers found that increasing amounts of meltwater entering the North Atlantic make the AMOC less stable. Scientists have suspected the mechanism for years, but their research was the first to demonstrate it using a modern complex climate model. Those results showed that a critical meltwater threshold exists, beyond which the AMOC becomes unstable. However, this suggests that the present day AMOC is unlikely to become unstable through this contribution alone. That study did not include the effects of global warming or the pace at which warming occurs. A latest study explored several global warming scenarios. It concluded that the AMOC could reach a tipping point around 2060 under both an intermediate and high emission scenario. In those simulations, the tipping point occurred at approximately 2.5 Celsius of global warming. The latest research helps explain why studies can produce different estimates for when the AMOC might reach a tipping point, as well as why temperature thresholds vary across climate models and emission scenarios. The AMOC does appear to have a critical threshold for meltwater, but the researchers find no universal temperature threshold for its collapse. Instead, its warms. Faster warming leaves the AMOC more vulnerable, while slower warming gives the ocean more time to adjust and allows the circulation to remain stable under substantially higher levels of global warming. What these findings mean for climate policy. The findings suggest that slowing the pace of warming could reduce the near-term risk of an AMOC collapse by giving the Atlantic Ocean more time to adapt. That could have important implications for climate policy. Much of current climate policy, including the Paris Agreement, focuses on limiting the eventual peak in global temperature. Some strategies involve so-called overshoot pathways. Under these approaches, global temperatures would temporarily rise beyond a target limit, with the expectation that future technologies could later reduce temperatures again. The new findings suggest that the path taken toward a given temperature may matter along the faster global warming occurs, the less time the Atlantic Ocean has to adjust, potentially increasing the vulnerability of one of the planet's most important circulation systems. Well, that's scary. That is very, very scary. So it's not about the temperature, it's about how fast the temperature is rising. How you doing, Prometheus? Thank you, thank you, thank you. The UK stays warm because of that current. We would freeze if that current stopped. Man, how are they gonna slow that? How are they gonna slow that down? Like realistically, how would they slow it down? I don't know. How would they slow it down? The rate of which is warming up. Yeah, it's not going away. I come across quite a few people that don't believe in global warming, climate change. They don't believe in it. They don't believe in it. They feel like the earth can just handle whatever human beings just cause. How do you even you can present facts? How do you can't even have a conversation with anybody that believes that, because it's like you can present them with facts and they can still be like, no, that's not happening. I don't believe in that. You don't believe in a fact? Paris Accord climatologists have said that we passed a point of no return a while ago. Yeah, I don't know. It makes me sad because everything is affected by it. Like because of what us human beings are doing and what we fail to do when we see a problem, even before it is a problem, when we see that something could potentially be a problem, or maybe it's that, and it's also that we just don't think we do all these kind of things, and we don't consider what are the negative effects that this may have on the earth that wildlife and this it's not just about us. It's like everything that we do, it it makes me sad. It would take time and a worldwide effort. Yeah, I don't mean to be negative Nancy, but I don't see that happening. Everybody cooperating, everybody getting on board. I'm doing good, Toya. I'm doing very good. How are you? Thank you for asking. While they make money from fossil fuel, no one will stop. Yeah, it's about money. They don't care. Honestly, the concession made it, and it were far from enough to begin with. Everything suffers. The wildlife, plant life, our oceans, because of what we do, our negligence, our greed. And it makes me so sad. We're to be good stewards over the earth. I take that very serious. Like God created this earth for us, and we are to be good stewards over it. And we're not. We haven't been. We take and take and take and take. Nature gives to us freely. All we have to do is care for it, not be greedy. And we just take from it. Dark waters. I think I did. I want to say I did. But what if the earth is just healing itself? Possibly. It's going to heal itself right out of, right into human extinction. We the problem. Maybe it's like, you know what, I'm just going to cook you guys until y'all are out of here. And then I'll be okay. Y'all are the problem. Let me just burn y'all up and then. You know what happens to the ground when there's been a fire? Let's Have you ever seen that they'll set grass on fire to help it grow back? Have you ever seen when that happens? The grass will grow back like super green. Yeah, heal itself by getting rid of us. Extinction level event. Could be a pro global warming, accurate, still apply logic, understand we're polluting the earth. Yeah, but I'm telling you, I have some people that I know, they don't believe in global warming. They don't. I'm like, is it the global warming part you don't like? Is that the term? I'll say, what about climate change? You don't believe in climate change? Almost killing our living planet before humans get the message. Yeah, but the powers that be, those individuals that can do something about it, they can implement change. Their focus on money, making money, and greed, and one day people are going to realize you can't eat dollars. You can't eat dollars. You can't eat that paper. It makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. It breaks my heart. Everything suffers because of our actions. Climate is warming at an alarming rate. All you gotta do is look at your weather app. Look at those temperatures. How frequently. Look at the heat waves around the world, not just in places. In Texas, it's always been hot. It's usually hot. But even it's harder for us. Like next week, the full week is going to be 109. I think one day it's going to be at 108. 109 the entire week. That's not normal. Big oil. That's why they act like they are against climate change. Yeah, the planet will survive. Mankind, on the other hand, yeah. And you know, a lot of the people in power, they won't even be alive around that time where our children and their children are really suffering from it. They'll be long gone. So it's not a problem for them. One of the reasons why I choose to live in a tiny house is to lower my carbon footprint. One of the reasons why I choose to do certain things. And it might not necessarily be convenient. Some of the things that I do choose to do is very inconvenient, but I think about the implications of my act. Like, is this harming Is this helping or is this harming the environment? One of the reasons why I try to stay away from plastics, because it's not good for the environment. Our recycling system is, most things that you put in your recycle bin are not going to be recycled. It's just so many things, so many things. We're contaminating, we're polluting our environment, our waterways, our oceans, ourselves. It's horrible. Had 6 hurricanes impact me in 20 years. I'm so sorry. Entering the twilight zone. What if the earth spares the ones who are connected with it? That would be, entering the twilight. You are now entering the twilight zone. Yeah. Okay, take this community, for example. You can only have 2 trees in the front lawn. Just 2 trees. And everybody has a lawn. You are not allowed to plant. You can't have a garden in the front lawn because of HOA. What is this lawn doing for the environment? What is it doing for the environment? Nothing. It's a status symbol. Lawns are a status symbol. There are more efficient ways to do stuff. But more efficient is cheaper. Cheaper don't stuff pockets. I don't like HOA either. Pierre, welcome in. Yeah, some small items you discard will be around for hundreds of years. Polluted with plastic and waste. I don't like HOA either. You mean I bought this property, I bought this home. I own this little square, and I can't I gotta ask you for permission to put a shed in my backyard? People are like, you really like being out in the country? Why? I'm like, because I get to do whatever I want to do. I can play my music as loud as I want to. I can put whatever. We got a huge trampoline. I got stuff all over the place, and ain't nobody going to tell me anything about it. You know that in HOA, they'll give you a hard time about having a clothesline in your backyard? You can't do that. You got to ask them permission for that. And a lot of times they will tell you can't do that because it takes away from the aesthetic of the community. We don't really have HOA here, but council regulation. This world this earth is beautiful. The islands are beautiful if we take care. If we take care of it. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse because it's getting hotter, and people in places that would normally need air conditioning, eventually they're gonna have to get air conditioning because you're not gonna be able to survive without it. And it's gonna get hotter, and it's gonna get hotter, and it's gonna get hotter. If it's too hot, how you gonna grow food? How you gonna have fruit trees and stuff like that? Plants can survive in extreme heat, not constantly. One of the reasons why I don't have a garden in the summertime in Texas, where I am, is because of the extreme heat. I tried to for many years. I would have to wake up before the sun came up to try to like make sure my gardens and everything was fully hydrated. Like I would water them, wait 45 minutes, water everything again, wait 45 minutes, just like soak the ground. And then if you got to do that, it's not even cost effective for you to have a garden because you using so much water just to try to keep the plants hydrated. It is instability, and it's the that article said it's the rate at which things, the pace at which things are warming, but it's also like I'm thinking of like growing food. If you're trying to grow food, how you gonna? The plants can't survive extreme heat like that. If AC is required, rolling blackouts will kill people. More storms, more floods. How do you feel about the banning of synthetic fertilizers, which has shown it produces much less food per acre, requiring more land to be? Why do we have to use synthetic fertilizers when there's natural things that we can use? A lot of our answers can be found in nature. A lot of our answers can be found in nature. You know what I use for fertilizer for my gardens? Donkey manure, coffee grounds, ash from my wood stove, and I make my own compost from my kitchen scraps. Yeah, cow poo and leaves, chip trees all the time. Yeah, but you know what people do with their lawns? They rake up the leaves, they bag them and put them in the trash instead of allowing them to break down. Now I know it may not look all that great, but when those leaves hit the ground and you allow them to break down, it adds nutrients back into the soil. There is a more efficient, cheaper way, more effective way to go about doing things, but they don't want that because there's no money in that. All these trees, I'm looking around, all these trees are ornamental. There's nothing on them that can produce food. They're not fruit trees. There's no nuts, nothing. These bushes, supermarket fruit and veggies, they only supply some shades because, yeah, odd shape, they just get trashed. also emit massive amounts of greenhouse gases. Primo, thank you for the compliment. There has to be a way we can go natural and really shut down man-made. Well, my understanding, like my research and what I've read, is that that is not true. But that's what I've read. That's through my own research. That synthetic fertilizers emit more uh, greenhouse gases. Now, sometimes they would do their little independent studies and they will pay whoever they're doing the study with. You have to be mindful of that. But what when I read about it and when I research, um, it's that synthetic fertilizers generally emit more greenhouse gases than natural fertilizers. Too many people in the world? You think some of these people gotta go? Some of y'all got to go. No. Research it because I have been living off the grid for 11 years and I've grown food before, but this past 11 years has me really like a lot of what we eat has come from my garden and what I'm able to grow. And I've researched fertilizers. I've researched because where I live, the soil was very poor. And I searched for ways to build it back up in the most efficient way and a way that was not going to be harmful. And to my understanding is there's natural ways to do it. There's natural ways. Synthetic fertilizers are quick, but they're not sustainable. It does take time. So like yeah, I do cry. I don't grow the same thing in the same area. So it takes time. So when my neighbor has a donkey, I pick up manure from her and I get it in a wheelbarrow and I haul it back to my tiny house, right? And it takes time. I let it break down for a full year before I do anything with it. So it takes time for stuff to break down. Compost, it takes time, you know? So the natural method, it does take time, but I believe that it's better. That it's better and it's cheaper. I mean, especially if we have farm animals. Yeah, I give it a year to fully break down. But you plan ahead and it's not an issue. You plan ahead and it's not an issue for me. The thing, okay, when you go to try to use it before, well, you want it to fully break down so everything can break down. You could risk, if you use it too soon, you can get sick, you can have some issues. You want to make sure that no pathogens are in there that can get you sick. Also, they eat whatever. They eat the grass and stuff like that. So whatever they eat, they're eating some seed too. If you use it too quickly, that stuff, you're going to have all these weeds in Graydon said there's no such thing as too many people in the world. You can put every person on the planet in Texas and give them 2 to 3 acres. That's a fact. The issues are based on greed and corruption. No, it's okay, Mr. Friend. My main thing is to leave it alone for a year, let it sit because of the pathogens, you know. And that is like a heavy dose of like nitrogen. You gotta let that, you'll shock. If it's not fully broken down, you'll shock it. Said 100% correct. Greatness. Prometheus, treat yourself to an ice cream sundae. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. I see it. Thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate it. More people. Mr. Friend said more people, more resource used. Nothing to do with how many can fit in one area. One of my family members feels like there's too many people. Too many people. It's like some of these people gotta go. Some of these people need to go. They just taking up. I don't know. I can fit more, but it won't be comfortable. Well, you know, there's quite a few people in power feel like there's a lot of people in power feel like there's too many people on the planet. But okay, let's just say there are too many people on the planet. What do you do about that? Now, I'm not saying I agree with that, but let's just say that statement would be true, that there are too many people on the planet. What would you do with that? How would you have less children? How would you? I think there would be that'd be a very dangerous thing. We saw what happened in China with the whole, like limiting how many children you can have, and now there's a lot of men over there, and not that many women. China did it, yeah, and a lot of baby girls were being unalived, and now there's a bunch of. I was watching something about it. It was saying that there is too many men and not enough. Too many men and not enough women. I think that if you limited how many children people can have, it's going to be the same thing, because there are families that would prefer to have boys instead of girls. A boy will passes down the name, right? And a lot of baby girls would be unalive because of that. For population control, solid plague, and now recently COVID-19. Thank you, Francisco. Thank you for the love. Yeah, I don't know if that's a. If you limit the amount of children people can have, yeah. Think about that. Okay, I know, Mr. Frank, you were in the UK, but think if they did that in America, uh, you'd see a lot of baby boys and not very many baby girls. I know this is America too, but yeah, I don't think that would be a good idea. There is so much food there is wasted. Well, they throw it away. If they can't sell it, they throw it away instead of giving it away. So have you seen that the supermarkets, when they throw out food, like if it gets past that expiration date, instead of donating it or making it available to where people that need it, homeless people that they could use it, they throw it away, and then they lock the the dumpsters. They lock the dumpsters. JJ, how's it going? That's that says something right there. You would rather throw away the food, let it go to waste and just rot, than to give it away, than to allow people to come get it if they're hungry. That is very sad. My sister worked in clothing retail. When they changed season, they had to rip the clothes and dump them. That is so sad. That's greed. Greed, 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 greed. This world's not doing, yeah. Greed. Corporate greed. That's so sad. It crosses so many things. So many things. So many areas. Greed. Greed. Told not to give it to homeless before the end of the shift. Let's just say it was a polite warning. That's insane. Aunt runs a 501 in Colleen to feed homeless, and grocery stores refuse to give expired bread. So you just throw it away and let it rot. Thank you, Jerome. There is something very, very, very wrong. Very, very wrong with that. Man, MB, you came back in with a question I have no answer to. Anybody want to answer that? What is your opinion on the non-unitarity of Hawking radiation versus the monogamy of entanglement in the context of firewall paradox at EPR duality? Brent. Now I'm finna say you could be really not saying much of anything, but I think Pop Tarts are not nice. No one has an opinion on it. Love it or hate it, it is what it is. Greatest minds. Let them have babies is the answer to your duality. Some braids don't even rot. 95 degrees is similar over here. It's similar over here. It's it's 90, 97 right now. Some braids don't even rot. McDonald's, for example, buy a cheap burger, leave it out for yeah. I bought some bread from somewhere one time. Now I don't like to buy like regular sliced bread. There have been times when I make my own bread, but it take time. Um, but I can't remember. We got sliced bread from somewhere, and I forgot about it. And maybe a month later, I went back to look at it, and it looked the same. I was like, now my tiny house is not temperature controlled, so stuff can break down very easily in there. I was like, there's no mold on this bread. There's no mold on this bread. And I just kind of stood there, kind of puzzled. I'm like, we ate this. Think about what it did to our body. If it can't break down, right, Bill? I like that. Hold on, guys. All right, Mr. Friend, I hope you have a lovely day. God bless you, your son, and Rainy. Thank you, Michi. I'm also struggling on my renormalization group flow, the Higgs mass versus the observed vacuum energy density in the context of supersymmetry breaking in the anthropic landscape. Humanity is insignificant when measured against the scale of the universe. "13 said, what is your struggle?" My solo opinion. Monogamy of entanglement dictates that if a quantum system is maximally entangled with its second system, it cannot share entanglement with the third. Pep, how's it going? All right. Okay. Lies. I hope you have a good day. All right, guys. Tabby has to go. Yo-Yo is going to visit her other side of the family, and I gotta help her with her hair. She's not quite there with taking care of it by herself, so I had to help her. I'll be back on tonight for Bible reading and prayer if anybody wants to come and hang out with me. I enjoyed your company today. I hope you have a blessed day. Please, 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 if you're going to be out in the heat, drink water and stay hydrated, and check on your neighbors, the elderly in your family. If you're around, you have neighbors that are elderly, make sure they have what they need to get through the heat more comfortable. And if you're able to leave out water for wildlife and critters and the like, please do. Like it's a small little act, but it could make a big difference for them. Everybody's dealing with the heat, not just us, the animals and the birds and creepy crawly things. So I send y'all my love. I hope you have a wonderful day. I pray whatever you do today, you do with a smile on your face and love in your heart. I send you my love. Thank you. Brent, you had a busy day today. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Physics Bro, for being Ambassador of Tabby Land. And I'll see you guys later on, okay? I love y'all. Bye-bye.